Can you talk about your love for photography?
I really enjoy nature and sunsets, but people and their expressions, moments, especially weddings when, you can just see expressions on people's faces and emotional moments. I love capturing that sort of thing.
I'm not guilty. I didn't hurt Travis.
Jodi Arias is questioned by detectives. She says she was not with ex-boyfriend Travis Alexander the day he was brutally murdered. The next day, Arias changes her story, blaming Alexander's death on intruders.
There's overwhelming evidence that she was there. She can't continue to deny that she was there because there's photographs, there's tons of evidence.
Eventually, story number one, I wasn't there, morphed into story number two, I was there, but this is what happened. Two masked intruders barge in the house with guns.
I turned around. There were two people there. One was a guy and one was a girl. I couldn't tell that at first, but I could just see one was a girl, and I assumed the other was a guy because their build and then their voices.
According to this version of her events, Jodi claimed that she and Travis were having a sexy photo shoot in the bathroom when she claimed that two intruders barreled up the stairwell, broke into the bedroom, and started stabbing and attacking Travis, throwing her to the side.
What was the first thing they did to him? You were there. You saw it. What was the first thing
I
you
actually
saw?
didn't see it. I heard it first.
Was there an argument? You need to start letting me know what happened.
Okay.
You're telling me that some other people were there. You know how much that concerns me?
I don't know who they were, but they know where I live. They got my address, and they know where my family is.
Mm-hmm. Why would someone do this to you and to him?
I don't think they really intended to do anything to me. They didn't discuss much. They just argued.
About what?
About whether or not to kill me.
Jodi said they were both armed. The man was carrying a gun, the woman was carrying a knife.
Did they say anything?
Yeah, the girl wanted to kill me too.
What did she say?
She said,
What words did you hear? What phrases?
who is that? Who is that? I thought he was by himself or alone or something, and he was like, shut up, just finish it. And Travis was screaming the whole time. He wasn't screaming like a girl, he was just like he was in pain, like he was like shocked, like, oh, He wasn't really moving though, he was just staying kind of still on the floor.
She says one of the intruders puts a gun to her head and threatens her life. He pulls the trigger, but apparently the gun misfires. At one point, she said that they looked away, she grabbed her purse and ran out the door. Instead of calling 911, she just ran off in her car and drove away.
Why she didn't call 911, why she didn't call police, why she didn't call anyone to let them know two masked intruders may have just killed my boyfriend. She just ran out of the house and left.
Bombshell tonight. In the last hours, 27-year-old Jodi Arias has wild sex all day with Travis Alexander, even photographing the whole thing.
She's in a California jail in Wairika, and once they secure the extradition, she's transported to the Maricopa County Jail, where she's arraigned for Travis's murder.
On the prosecution's side, they believe they had a really good case for the death penalty.
So the prosecution filed notice of intent to seek the death penalty against Jodi Arias, saying that this crime was committed in a cruel, heinous, and depraved manner.
The State of Arizona versus Jodi Ann Arias indictment, count 1, first-degree murder, premeditated murder, to which the defendant enters a plea of not guilty.
She calls a conference and local reporters gather at the police station while she puts on her makeup.
I guess that's really all I needed. Sorry, don't roll the tape yet.
She immediately started doing interviews with reporters.
I think that being in love and loving someone are two different things, and There was a point in time where we were in love, but it was short-lived.
This sort of marked the beginning of Jodi Arias becoming, sort of in her mind at least, a TV star, a social media phenomenon, a tabloid sensation.
It is clear, and it was clear, it still is clear, that the camera loved her, and she loved the camera.
She spoke to any news organization who wanted to interview her, including Inside Edition.
I'm not proud that I just left my friend there to be slaughtered at the hands of 2 other people.
And that's where I got really angry, because she was so smug and she was so certain.
God knows I'm innocent. Travis knows I'm innocent.
And I'm like, really? You can bring God into this now?
No jury is going to convict me
Why not?
because I'm innocent, and you can mark my words on that one. No jury will convict me.
She stuck to the general story of the 2 masked ninjas for 2 years, and then she came up with a new one.
All the other stories are out the window now, except to show that her story has changed. The only story the prosecution is dealing with now is her story of self-defense.
There were 3 stories that Jodi Arias said. Number 1, that she wasn't there, knew nothing about it. Number 2, that she was there, but it was 2 masked intruders that came and murdered Travis in cold blood. And number 3, she did it. She was there, but it was all in self-defense because she believed that he was going to kill her.
Once the defendant indicated that she was now going to claim self-defense at trial, that changed the posture of the case dramatically, because self-defense cases are the most difficult to prosecute.
He lunged at Jodi in anger, knocking her to the ground in the bathroom where there was a struggle. Jodi's life was in danger. In that 1 minute, had Jodi not chosen to defend herself, she would not be here.